open public in breaking ranks in a sensational and highly emotive rift that could overthrow the precarious party unity. Mbalula, in a deeply passionate press conference at Luthuli House, came out guns blazing in his blistering attack on Ramaphosa's leadership, marking what analysts now refer to as a turning point in the ANC's internal politics. His statement that even the highest office must not be immune from scrutiny threw the nation into shock and unleashed a ripple effect of panic, revolt, and politicking. For months, grumblings of unrest from within the ANC had been growing increasingly vociferous, but few had the courage to confront Ramaphosa openly. That silence was finally broken by Mbalula's press conference, which was the most damning internal criticism of the president since he came to power. "We cannot pretend all is well," Mbalula stated, his anger barely contained. "The people are angry. Our structures are collapsing. And as leadership, we have to be accountable." His words, so clear, so direct, and so personal, break through the bureaucratic vagueness that for so long has protected the presidency from party accountability. Now, that armor seems broken, and Ramaphosa finds himself increasingly alone. The timing of Mbalula's rebellion is not coincidental. It follows upon unrolling Ramaphosa-bashing scandals and mounting public discontent. Complaints have grown of top ANC officials, some of whom are said to be close to the presidency, are connected to illegal financial flows, unreported foreign currency caches, and meddling in long-dormant anti-corruption probes. The dismantling of essential investigative task teams, along with daily electricity blackouts, crumbling service delivery, and economic decline, has left people feeling forsaken and betrayed. Most in the party's rank and file feel the top has become remote and unresponsive, and Mbalula's rebellion against Ramaphosa now gives that rage form and voice. A former enthusiastic booster of Ramaphosa's new dawn, Mbalula has had a complete transformation. "We are on a path to ruin if we do not move now," he cautioned with his media appearance. "It is no longer about shielding a president. This is about saving a nation." His remarks caught even his closest comrades off guard. Though he did not explicitly call for Ramaphosa to step down, the implications were clear, and they reverberated throughout the ANC's senior ranks. Within hours of the press briefing, the ANC was thrust into internal chaos. Emergency National Executive Committee (NEC) meetings were convened as leadership scrambled to control the fallout. Accounts from those behind closed doors meetings indicate a party in rancor. Some senior members cheered Mbalula for expressing what they had long spoken among themselves in hushed tones. Others denounced him as a betrayer and a maverick, warning that his moves could further destabilize the party at a moment when its public reputation is already in shambles. In the estimation of one insider, there is panic. There is fear. For the very first time, even Cyril's innermost circle is questioning if he can guide us out of the storm. Mbalula opened a wound that was already festering. The opposition political parties reacted quickly and mercilessly. Economic Freedom Fighters, EFF, leader Julius Malema applauded Mbalula for telling the truth, but not his timing. "It's too little, too late," Malema declared. Mbalula has been part of this rot for years. The ANC is falling apart under the weight of its own deceit. Democratic Alliance, DA, leader John Steenhuisen described Mbalula's statement as a historic rupture and forecast early elections or even the downfall of the existing government. "We are seeing the ANC's gradual demise," Steenhuisen cautioned. "The only question now is not if, but when Ramaphosa will fall." Ramaphosa himself was notably absent from the drama unfolding. While the media and political community called for a reaction, the president remained characteristically mute. This leadership void only fueled rumors that he is either plotting his retreat or losing grip on the party's internal machinery. Political commentators across the board are in consensus that Mbalula's mutiny is the most significant internal challenge Ramaphosa has confronted since taking office in 2018. "This is no longer a whisper of dissent, it's a roar," wrote Professor Thembeka Siko of the University of Pretoria. The ANC has never looked more fractured, and Ramaphosa has never looked more vulnerable. Malula's rebellion had its grassroots effect right away. Within hours, ANC branches in a number of provinces started making statements demanding a special national conference. Some reported starting informal votes of no confidence. Protesters started gathering outside Luthuli House with placards that said, "Ramaphosa must resign and save the ANC from itself." Demanding new leadership, cries went up in the streets. To most regular South Africans, the president's falling out with Malula was not political drama, it was a belated acknowledgement of systemic breakdown. Even the ANC's alliance allies, such as COSATU and the South African Communist Party, SACP, started making tentative but significant statements. Short of explicitly rebuking Ramaphosa, they urged honest introspection and immediate restoration of public confidence. The warning was clear: tolerance in the wider Progressive Alliance is diminishing. Rumors have already started circulating regarding Malula's prospects. Is he laying the groundwork to lead? Is he setting up to fund another candidate in a post-Ramaphosa ANC? The Secretary-General did not mention a successor, but sources claim he has the support of no less than 3 provincial chairpeople and a sizable youth league faction. One of the options being considered is an early elective conference to rejig the top 6 leadership, an outcome that could signal the end for Ramaphosa's presidency long before the 2026 elections. In the meantime, the social and economic environment surrounding this crisis only adds to the uncertainty. South Africa has been facing record unemployment, food inflation, daily power outages, and a healthcare system on the verge of collapse. Public trust in institutions of government is at all-time lows. Under these circumstances, the internal collapse of the ANC risks crippling the state and pushing the nation further into instability. As the president's silence endures, the gravity of the situation becomes increasingly apparent with each day. The ANC is not merely experiencing a leadership crisis, it is staring an existential one in the face. A party which once purported to embody the aspirations of a new South Africa now finds itself embroiled in internal machinations and public outrage. The longer Ramaphosa postpones resolving the crisis, the more he stands to lose control, both of the party and the country.